Welcome back, Alphas. Patch 3.6 overclocked gameplay in Star Citizen. The majority of what was on the roadmap went live. Loads of additions, updates, enhancements, ship reworks, and more. And, as CIG predicted, a surprise for us that wasn't on the roadmap nor in the PTU. The Anvil Ballista. I melted all my ground vehicles to buy one and show you how it drives on different terrains. So hold down and hold position. Earlier this year, we heard teasers from CIG that we would get some surprise additions to the persistent universe that weren't on the roadmap. Though I was crossing my fingers for procedural caves, but maybe this Anvil Ballista can help entertain me just a little bit longer until we can spelunk. The Anvil Ballista, like the Anvil Valkyrie, is an asset that's needed for Squadron 42 and therefore has been developed behind closed doors. It's a mobile surface-to-air platform that makes low-flying ships go boom. The ballista is made to hold a position and defend it from aerial attacks and dropship assaults. It's bigger than an Urza, and, by the way, it doesn't fit into any ships we currently have in 3.6. Not even the Starfarer. Word on the street is maybe the Carrack planned for 3.8. Crewing the ballista takes two people. One to drive and operate the remote turret, dual-sized 2 ballistics, and the other station is to crew the anti-aircraft missile station. Both weapons need for the vehicle to be parked before they can be fired, especially since the missile rack is equipped with 2 size 7 missiles and 8 size 5 missiles, with a firing range of over 2,000 meters, and can one-shot a Connie from what I hear. Well, that's what I hear. And for speed, well, it varies as you're about to see. Again, this was developed behind closed doors, so watch for these. Pros. Surprise for the community, with new possibilities for gameplay versus NPCs and the opposing faction, especially once we get player-made bases. Cons. There was no PTU for feedback on this vehicle's speed and climbing ability before it went live. So let me just start by saying I'm pretty certain that when they tested this internally, they tested it somewhere other than Delamar. I'm thinking they probably tested it on Daymar, because check out the performance on Daymar. Smooth as butter. Yeah, with a V. You can turn quickly, you can turn at a stop sign if you needed to. But the thing is that if you look at it other places like Delamar, it's much different. Now I know the gravity is different, but man, I'll tell you, with my Cyclone, I can really jump. I can haul ass. Urzas, they struggle a little more, but this thing has 8 wheels. I would expect 8 wheels of performance. I know it's heavy. I know, but I don't think it was tested on Delamar. So when you're looking at going over rocks, you just need to change your mind and turn around. And then if you are looking at going up a hill that has some type of steep incline, you're fine on Daymar. But on Delamar, it's not going to happen. Though on Delamar, you can get up a significant amount of speed if you drive in a straight line. Turning slows you to unbearable speeds. So my suggestion to you would be try Daymar. Spawn a ballista on Daymar. Though always remember, this is an alpha and things happen, like getting out of your seat and watching your whole vehicle fall through the ground. I barely escaped in time when it happened in my Valkyrie, though it did take me by surprise in my shiny new ballista, and it took me down like it was the Sarlacc pit. Game bugs aside, there's obviously balance to be done when it comes to climbing power. We'd like to park a ballista high up on a ridge, and since there's no way to transport it, it's gonna need some more torque, in my opinion. Speaking of opinions, the best way for us to have our voices heard is to upvote and post on the issue council. It really does work. Look at the Valkyrie! 30 SCU worth of cargo space now, thanks to community feedback. I am so happy about that. Okay, here's some afterthoughts about the Ballista. Just from my point of view, it looks like the Ballista may be built to shortcut new assets into Squadron and the PU. I mean, look at that back unit. CIG could even make it modular and then change the missile station for a troop transport or a scanning dish or a mobile spawn point, etc. Maybe it's an urban environment one day. Maybe we can drive on ArcCorp one day with these and we can have some type of battle there in an urban setting. And you could use those to hold the entrance to the skyscraper, for example. The possibilities are vast. But first, let's see what shenanigans we can pull off with no reasonable way to transport this vehicle. Hey, what are you planning on trying with it? Or what tests for science have you already tried with the Ballista? Hey, lock it into the comments below. I'd love to see it. Alphas, I just wanted to let you know that life has been time-consuming, so thank you for your patience in between my posts. I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, click the bell to get notified when I squeeze in enough time at night and on the weekends to be able to get a video out to you. And if you enjoyed this video, help me out with a like. It really does charge the channel. Remember, get the new game launcher if you haven't already before playing 3.6. Oh, and look for me in the verse.